What's up guys, Flashfire here. Today I'm bringing you another team building video. As you can see today we are building with the great and powerful Weavile. Now before we get started, if you can leave a like right down below this video. I want to see if we can get this to 50 likes. If we can, I'll put a pasted in file of this team down in the description so you guys can copy and paste it in Showdown and play with it and hopefully have a lot of fun. This team has been testing very well. There's a lot of competitive mons on here. And it's been really fun to play actually. I've been laddering a bit with it. It's a fun team. So anyway, as I said, we're building with Weavile today because a couple of you guys have been requesting it. I'm not going to be running, what do you call it? I'm not going to be running Swords Dance Weavile. I'm going to be running Wallbreaker, Life Orb Weavile. So the moveset we've gone for is Knock Off, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, and Low Kick. I feel like this just provides the best kind of stab coverage, and also Low Kick is for hitting those heat rans. It also hits Ferrothorn quite nicely, and your T-Tars and all that kind of stuff. Basically, the fourth move for Weavile is a tricky one. You either go Low Kick or Poison Jab. Obviously, you can also go Swords Dance if you're feeling it. We're going for Low Kick over Poison Jab just because we feel like it hits your heat rans and stuff a bit better. I don't know. I kind of prefer it. That's just me, personal preference. But anyway, so that's the mon that we're building around now. Something that pairs quite well offensively with this is Altaria. So we're gonna be running Mega Altaria, which is very good at the moment actually. Altaria Knight here. So this thing is very good at wall breaking and that kind of thing. Basically, the moveset we're going to be running Roost, Dragon Dance. Oh, I can't do moves anymore. I've forgotten how Showdown works since I've been away. Roost, Dragon Dance, Frustration, and Earthquake. Basically, what this moveset does is it sets up on a whole bunch of stuff, because this thing has some pretty good natural bulk after it megas. It sets up on a whole bunch of stuff with Dragon Dance, and then it has Roost to recover, and anything that Frustration hits neutrally gets probably 2-hit KO'd. A +1 2-hit KO is so common. 1-hit KO otherwise. And then Earthquake is there for coverage. It hits Heatran, basically. It hits Heatran and other steel types that you can't hit with Frustration. The only thing that this does mean is that this set can't hit Ferrothorn or Scizor very effectively. Well, it can hit it for neutral, but like it's not great at breaking through. Also, obviously, Scizor is a problem for this thing because it's a fairy type and Scizor has priority and it's powerful, and that's bad. So Scizor can be a problem for this, especially as both of these are weak to it, but that's just something we have to deal with. I do have things on the team to deal with Scizor, so we'll just have to see if we can kind of work around that. But yeah, Mega Altaria, very powerful. +1 Frustration, KOs a lot of the tier, 2-hit KOs the rest of it. It's fantastic. Now the next one we want to run, I'm gonna go for. I've gone for a Lando T. Basically, what happened was I went away, forgot how to play, and then so I came back. I've played a bit, I've ladded a bit, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna make the most OU team I possibly can, and this is the team I came up with, and it just works. It's been a lot of fun. So the set we're gonna be running, we're just gonna be running an offensive pivot. So we've got U-turn, Earthquake. If I can spell, U-turn, Earthquake, Stone Edge. And Knock Off, just down to personal preference, I tend not to run Superpower on this, just because I don't really feel like it most of the time. Actually, thinking about it, because I have this for Heatran, and I have this for Heatran, and I have things to deal with Heatran, I'm strongly considering dropping Low Kick on this. Now, Poison Jab is a thing. I wonder, does this get Thunder Punch? It doesn't. That's really sad. Does it get any electric moves? Because the thing is, often you get Keldeo switching into this, and I want to be able to hit Keldeos. But apparently, that's not an option. Ooh, it gets Aerial Ace. Let's go. Aerial Ace Weavile. Why not? Why the hell not? Probably because it's terrible. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's quite possible that's going to end up being Poison Jab. If you guys want to pick a fourth move for me, I would very much appreciate that. I know most of you are going to be like, run Poison Jab, you idiot. But I want to try something different. Aerial Ace is an option. I don't know. Just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit. But anyway, yeah. Offensive pivot, Lando, because Choice Scarf Lando is good. Also, I haven't used Choice Scarf Lando in a long time. I'm using some stuff here that's very common in OU that I personally haven't used in a while. So I'm quite excited about this. The next one we're going to go for, we need a defogger. And I like Latios. I haven't used Latios in the longest time. Which I seem to say every time I use it, but I go long stints without using it because I generally prefer Latias, because it's just a little bit more bulky. But I felt like running a bit more of an offensive team today. I don't know. So that's where we're at. So we're gonna be running Draco, Psyshock. This is a very standard set. Psyshock, Defog, and Trick. Basically, because we're running 2 Scarfers here, if you reveal the Scarf on one of these, then your opponent will not expect the other one to be Scarfed. So you can catch people off guard with that. For example, if you reveal the Scarf on the Lando very early, you can bluff not having the Scarf on this and then be like, "Waha, I outspeed you, surprise." Also, there's always the convenience of tricking this onto something like a Blissey or a Chansey or, you know, something fat, a Skarmory maybe. Something that you don't want to be able to switch up its moves and doesn't benefit too much for a Choice Scarf. So that's basically the function of this, and obviously you've got the defog there. The reason we're running Timid, obviously, is because we're tricking the Choice Scarf away at some point. We're not going to have the Choice Scarf for the whole battle, so we want to be able to... We want it to be useful after the Choice Scarf is gone, basically. So that's the function of the Latios. And now the final 2 pokes is our defensive core. This isn't a full-out, all-out offense team. Our defensive core is going to be Clefable and Heatran. We're going to be running Unaware Clefable so that we have a stop to physical sweepers, and we're going to be running Roar on the Heatran, so we kind of have a stop to special sweepers. So that's always good. But the moveset we're going for is Moonblast, Wish, Protect, and Aromatherapy. Because generally this works pretty well. It also means that we can act as a clerk for the Altaria, which is going to be our main win condition. Most of the time Altaria is going to be our win condition. So we want to be able to keep that thing as healthy as possible. We can also pass wishes to it if we really need to, but it has the roost for that, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm putting 0 IVs into attack here so that we take the least amount of damage from foul play possible. I'm also going to do the same thing on my Latios right now. So we have 0 IVs in attack, which makes our attack stat as low as possible, so foul play does the least damage. Yay! Also, for those of you who are wondering, I'm running Frustration over Return because Dittos often run Max Happiness, and if I'm running Frustration on this, then a Ditto with Max Happiness has to use Frustration, which means that it does less damage. That's the plan there. So this is our Clefable, Unaware, great. And then Specially Defensive Heatran. It's just classic, the classics of OU. OU's greatest hits, if you will. So we're going to go for Lava Plume. Flash Cannon, obviously this is our stop to fairies, so I want to put some steel coverage on there so that we can actually touch fairies. Lava Plume, Flash Cannon. What else do we got? Roar, as I said, to stop our setup. Special Sweepers. And finally, we went for Stealth Rock because we don't have a Stealth Rock user yet, and we need the hazard support. A lot of stuff on this team benefits from hazard support, so it's always good to have that. So yeah, this is what the team's looking like at the moment. Zero attack IVs. There we go. Now, as I mentioned before, Scizor can be a problem for this team. Something I was considering doing is swapping Heatran for Magnezone, but I'm not really sure how I feel about that, how it would fit with the rest of the team. Something else I'm feeling like I could do is drop Trick on this, drop the Choice Scarf and put Hidden Power Fire on it, just make it a standard Life Orb Latios. Another option is dropping Earthquake and putting Fire Blast on here, but then if you do that, then you forego being able to hit Heatrans with this. So there are pros and cons to all the different ways you can choose to deal with Ferrothorn and Scizor. Obviously, this doesn't deal with Scizor at all. You'd have to have a different one to deal with Scizor because Bullet Punch on a fairy type is never good. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Basically, I'm really happy with the way this team works, except Scizor can give it some problems. It can be a bit of a ball ache. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve this team to help me combat Scizor, and just generally to help me improve it, because I want to make this team as good as possible, and I can't really do that without you guys helping me out. So if you leave a comment suggesting how to improve the team down below, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you drop a like down below, I will make sure a pastebin file of the team is in the description if we get to 50 likes. That is the plan anyway. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Come back in a couple of days for battles with this team, and I will see you then.